Unfortunately, you have the worst timing in existence. But let's introduce these players today. Waldo, we do have, luckily for us, another bronze level game. I'll introduce the first guy, you introduce the second guy. We'll do it all smooth and it'll be just like we're professionals, okay? In the bottom left-hand corner of the map, playing as our orange Zerg today, we've got GuineaPig.
And in the top right corner, we have our red Protoss, and he is Gopher.
Gopher, and like you said earlier, this is two rodents battling it out here. PvZ style on, what's this map called? It escapes my mind.
Deadwing?
Oh no, it's Foxtrot. Right, how cool is that?
Oh, it's Foxtrot Labs,
rodents
right.
fighting on a fox map, that's awesome.
We're already being very professional here, Doomby.
Yeah, whenever I think of this map, I always think of Foxhound. Do you know Foxhound in Metal Gear Solid?
No, I never played Metal Gear Solid, actually.
Oh man. Don't. How dare you? How dare you, sir? Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid is like the greatest gaming series of any.
Oh wow.
It's incredible, absolutely incredible. Everybody that hasn't done so already, go and play Metal Gear Solid right now.
What's this gas from Zerg? It's a 10 gas, or a 9 gas even.
That's a little
So
bit
he's
crazy.
gonna go gas before anything else. So I'm curious to see what he's gonna come out with.
As am I. Guys, we've got to remember that this is a Bronze League game, so the builds that they're using may not specifically be technically builds. They could be just getting a little bit creative, which looks like we could be seeing that from the Zerg player, because he's getting that gas fairly early. Our Protoss player, however, playing a little bit more standardly. He dropped his pylon on 9, gateway on 12-ish, and then gas on 15-ish, which is all standard. He's actually dropping a second gateway right now, so now he's getting creative. This is new. I do want to point out as well, guys, that the Protoss player has not built a wall right now. And against a Zerg, you really want a wall. If you're gateway expanding, that's okay. You don't really need to. But if you're going to take a natural, you do want to. And if you're planning on doing one basic kind of stuff like this, it's not a big change to build your structures at the top of your ramp in a bit of a choke/wall formation.
Indeed, and I think what Zerg did, or GuineaPig in this case, as the Zerg did, was just get his gas up so early because he wanted to have enough gas to immediately start speed, and there he goes. But he actually has over 100. Oh, and he cancels it again.
Oh no!
What is going on here?
I wonder if he knows
was
to do
that? Was that an accident? I don't know.
It's very hard to accidentally cancel an upgrade, though.
Yeah, I know, but you know,
Yeah, good point.
he's getting so much. He's getting so much gas.
Yeah, he's getting both gases now. He's only got 2 guys in each of those. He's kind of needs to produce a few more probes at the moment. Drones even. There he goes. He is producing drones. Sorry, I didn't notice that.
GuineaPig is playing Zerg like a Protoss. Because he has 2 gas very early with 2 guys on it.
I'm going to be very intrigued to see what tech he's going for right now and why he's not doing his speed upgrade, because he has no reason not to do that right now. Oh, he's getting... Wait, he got the other upgrade. Did he? No, he didn't. I don't know.
He got no upgrades.
Alright, I'm baffled.
He got a lot of gas and then did absolutely nothing with it, so I'm quite interested to see what's happening here. He should go for a ton of minerals early game, in any case. He's going for an expansion here, but I'm not sure once again what his plan is, but of course we do keep in mind that it is in fact bronze, so game plans may not be the order of the day.
Yeah, he's free balling. He's free balling. It's fine. Alright, I do like some of the things he's doing. He's got his queen out so he can hit his injects.
Oh, roaches.
He is expanding because he knows that's important for Zerg. He's also only built a couple lings that are poking across the map, doing a little bit of scouting for him. He didn't overcommit to anything. He's not building a huge army he doesn't want. He is he's trying to do things as best he can and try and macro up a little bit. These lings are going to get killed here, it looks like. GuineaPig saying that he's very stressed, and losing all these lings and seeing these units, he might be forced into actually producing some more units, which right now I think is probably a good idea, just because the Protoss player is still on that one base. And does the Zerg player know that?
Oh, he cancelled his expansion.
Oh yeah.
He saw those 4 units and got so scared that he actually cancelled his expansion. Oh, that's not good news.
No.
He's getting out a bunch of roaches, or a bunch of lings actually, with this roach swarm being finished and 500 gas in the bank. This Zerg is going every which way, all at the same time.
Yeah, the Protoss player has set up a proxy pylon, and it looks like he's going 4-gatey. His 4-gate is an invented 4-gate. It's not the actual build of a 4-gate. He's taken 2 gas, but he's not mining for both of them, and he is staying on this 1 base right now. So it is going to be a fairly strong 4-gate. His opponent right now needs to build roaches. Cancelling the expansion, not the worst thing he could have done. He's still floating a few minerals, so he probably should have just let it go, even just to be a decoy and for the extra lava. He does want it, but I mean, I think his thinking was, oh my god, my expansion's going to get attacked, I better cancel it. Whereas realistically, it just would have bought him more time, which right now he needs. He's dropping tech, he's dropping a Hydro Extend, which, I mean, at least he's trying to spend his money, and I'm going to give him the bigs up for that. Oh, he's going to take a bad engagement here.
Comes
the roaches.
Comes the attack.
No, this engagement's going to work out okay. If he kills off those zealots, then the roaches can do a bit of damage on the stalkers.
More stalkers. Yeah, these roaches are enough, actually.
Well, they are, but
Protoss pushes up the ramp. Yeah,
there he goes.
He can just take this down.
Yeah, the Protoss player knows
needs
it.
to evacuate.
The Protoss player is retreating out of there, so that's good game sense from Gopher here. He sees that his opponent had too many roaches and he backs out of there. He wants to have something a little bit stronger before he goes in there again. And back at home, he's dropping the Robo, which, if you see roaches, a Robo is a good answer because he wants to get those Immortals. Immortals are great against Roach. He's also taking an expansion off the back of this as well and trying to spend up that bank that he accrued. Is that the word? Accrued? Whilst he was trying to micro. Accumulated.
Or accrued.
Yes. Accrued, that's what I'm looking for. Zerg player should expand now, though. That's the thing. He needs to know now that the Protoss player has changed his mind. And he should throw down a hatchery. There are only 300 minerals. That's cheap in the scheme of things. And he could even push across the map with these roaches and maybe not commit to anything. But he could just be a bit of a nuisance.
He's gonna go for an expansion. The Zerg player knows exactly what Protoss has in terms of tech. He doesn't know about the expansion, but he sent 2 overlords into the Protoss's main to scout everything, and was clever enough to actually immediately replace those with new overloads. So he didn't get supply blocked. So that's good. And he built 2 Evo chambers, but isn't doing anything with them because he doesn't have the minerals. So he's really mineral starved at the moment. He has plenty of gas. He has the tech, but he failed to actually macro up into a proper Zerg economy. So with that second base, if it manages to survive, he's gonna go way better in this game.
Protoss player is oversaturated at his main base, and he's gonna want to transfer about six probes right now down to the low ground. He should be doing that as soon as possible because why not, really? There's a couple things I do want to mention about the Protoss player, and because I play Protoss, I kind of understand them more than I do the Zerg player. But he built a Robo a long time ago, and he hasn't produced anything from it, and that's a really big no-no. It's something you want to avoid at all costs. If you build a tech structure, you want to produce from that tech structure. There has to be a reason you built it. And if you build a Robo, you actually want to try and be continually producing from that structure. So if you're building Immortals, continually building them until you change your tech, which right now you can see he's going to drop a Robotic Spray and he wants Colossi. But there's no real excuse for him not to build a couple of Immortals in this situation. If these roaches had pushed across the map and he had a couple Immortals there to help out his army, it would be a much stronger army. Right now he's got pure Stalker. These Stalker are on a bit of a timer. Stalker are only okay sort of in the early to mid game, and then they do start getting a little bit bad against most armies. So that's just my little spin on what's going on here from the Protoss side of things.
Yeah, both players are experiencing what I would call a lower league syndrome, which I suffer from as well, namely being scared shitless and not daring to push across the map.
This is a very common phenomenon, isn't it?
Yeah, at this point, what would you say, which army would win, according to you, Doomby?
It would come down with just these compositions, it would come down to micro. Stalkers can actually be really strong against roaches if microed really well, but it's hard. I think with these guys, if they just match their armies against each other, maybe even the Stalkers. I mean, there is 17 Stalkers versus 16 roaches and 3 Hydra. So I don't know. It would be very even.
Well, GuineaPig does say stressed as and then a word.
He's stressed as darn. he's darn stressed right now, guys.
he's stressed as flip. And well, that's completely understandable, but I think Gopher is not going to feel much better either, but he does focus on the game and not chatting to his opponent, so it's really a good idea to just play the game and see where you get, GuineaPig. It's fine. We understand that you're not the most experienced player in this game, and that's completely all right, because there can't be GMs without bronzes. So.
Exactly. I want to point out that there was a ninja base taken from Gopher here. This is the kind of thing that maybe in higher leagues you should be trying to do, take sneaky bases and all that kind of stuff. But I think in the lower leagues, especially in bronze, don't bother trying to take ninja bases and that kind of stuff, guys. Try and work on solid style play, not gimmicks to win you games. Especially when in this situation he could take that third next to his base quite easily, and he'll get the practice then at trying to defend a legitimate third. And that's what that's why you're in bronze, right? So that you can get practice and get better. So that's my little spiel about that as well. Also, he's doing a couple little zealot warp-ins and poking around the place, which I do like. That little bit of aggression and that little bit of sort of harassment and all that kind of stuff. GuineaPig saying...
These zealots are going to have a bad day, though. And GuineaPig, I mean, has seen these zealots and is saying, ooh, dinner, nom nom. But he now scouts the ninja base, actually, with an overlord, so he should act on that. He saw it. He selects the overseer again.
His army is getting a lot better, by the way. This composition with Hydra in it makes it so much better. Just the roaches at the front, they tank the damage, where the Hydra sit at the back and do a lot more damage. If you ask me now which of these armies would battle, in a battle would win, I would say the Zerg's army. I know there's one Colossi out, and Colossi are particularly good against Hydra, but this Zerg army is quickly snowballing into a very fierce force.
Yeah, and I think he's going to go.
Yeah, he's up.
It's not going to be long. He's waiting for the upgrade, I think.
Supply right now as well, which is nice.
Yeah, Zerg needs to be up on supply for versus Protoss to have kind of even armies, though, in my honest opinion, because Zerg has a lot of throwaway units, while Protoss has a lot of expensive units, so they take up less supply, but it's a powerful army nonetheless. Yeah, Zerglings are going to take down this left proxy pylon, and he knows that the right one is there as well. He knows everything on the map, actually. He's doing quite a good job of scouting this part of the game with these overseers.
I would really have absolutely loved him to move across and snipe off that third, though. That's really... That third, he saw it was there. There's no reason he should have left that there. Also, I want to commend the GuineaPig on his injects. He's actually hitting his injects relatively well, which is nice. He has no creep spread whatsoever. He's still on 2 bases, but, you know...
Yeah, the energy on the Queens is actually quite low. For 17 minutes in the game, he has only 65 energy on one Queen and 65 as well on the other. Yep. So that's actually very, very good.
Yeah, I think that's that's why he's been able to get such a decent army just off these 2 bases. Like, you remember how late he expanded as well, so good on him for doing that.
Yeah. Okay. So this move out may happen soon.
I don't know. He's taking the third base.
Zerglings out first. Oh. Never mind, he's just taking a third and moving his army slightly to protect it.
What Gopher's done here with these random zealots placed around the place is it's kind of interesting, but against a Zerg, it's not that good. Maybe if you had like one zealot, say, on a path that's to your third base or something, so that you can use it as basically as a scout or a piler, that's pretty good. But when you spread out 3 zealots like that, your opponent's just going to kill them all off, and that just comes out of the way that the Zerg plays. What was that?
He has 3 robos, so he might as well want to get an observer or two to do this. Littling run by this ninja base, gonna take out a few probes before the stalkers clear it up.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Good on him for at least having a go at that third base. And I guess nice. He wanted to see how much it was saturated and all that kind of stuff. Right now, GuineaPig's army is up in supply, but holy crap, man! Four Colossi and these Immortals that have been produced now, this Protoss army is looking extremely scary, and it's moving across the map, and I don't know if the Zerg can hold this. I'm scared for the Zerg player.
I don't think so. He's gonna actually come in through the rocks here.
Wow, there's 5 Immortals there. Holy smokes.
Yeah, he built 3 robotics facilities, so he's doing Colossus or Colossi and Immortals all at the same time, and he's actually doing quite a good job of it. These probes are going to long distance mine because the main is almost mined out.
And here we're going to see an engagement, Waldo. The Zerg player just did a nice big swell of units, so if he does get a really good engagement here, he might be okay. But what would definitely make this a lot better would be Corruptors from the Zerg.
Now he sees it. Oh, he moves out. Yeah,
oh god.
There he comes.
Oh god. Alright, Zerg's coming in for
Protoss
this
is
battle.
going to squash.
No, the Zerg's going to get a good
Right.
engagement here. He might be able to snipe out some of these Colossi if he's lucky. A huge arc.
Oh, it's going to flank him.
Oh.
Yes, micro, go. Good from Zerg.
Roach is at the back, Hydra's at the front, not so great, but he's gonna, if he focuses down these Colossi, he can win this battle. We can see that the Zerg players... Oh, the Zerg player's killing off everything! Oh my god, that engagement was amazing for the Zerg. You know what it was, Waldo? Something we didn't pick up on was the upgrades for the Zerg player, actually 2-2, whereas his opponent has only got 1-1, so that definitely made a big difference in that battle, especially with that huge concave.
Yeah, it started out actually flanking the Protoss army, and like half of the army was attacking the hatchery and the other half was attacking the Zerg base. So what he kind of did was, in a Protoss-y kind of way, split up the army and attacked it like one bit at a time, which actually turned out really good for him.
Yeah, the way that the Protoss player did that was he kind of A-moved in there, which is fine, and you know, a lot of people will A-move, and in Bronze League I kind of recommend that you do just A-move. But a lot of his army was attacking overlords and the hatchery.
Oh, the Colossus!
And that cost him very, very dearly.
Yeah, and it's going to cost him a bit more, actually, because this Protoss army cannot contain this Zerg army moving in up the ramp. Wow. And actually, I think GuineaPig is going to have his dinner quite soon, because this game is going to be over in a bit.
And these robos are going to fall as well. Even with that quite a large amount of production that the Protoss player built, he could not keep up with this army. Once he lost his main, he was in so much trouble. And Gopher does throw out the GG there. Unfortunately, not able to beat his opponent, but well played to